ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. No run back here on the opening kick. As we'll start at the 25.
Damn, I ain't even know pause that shit.
Wentz now on first down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Wentz going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Hilton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Hey, 60 kick. 53 at the mark. Hey, tight down. There you go. 25, check 25, check 25. Check 52. Check 50.
To throw again on second down. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll get 34 yards there.
Wrong person, man.
Here's Brady. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Double dog. That's the way. No, 66. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Watch the screen. Cover.
Here's Brady to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
39 yards there, a big one.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league...
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Giovanni Bernard punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Drop deep.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll buy some time right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Kenny Moore. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jason Pierre-Paul. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in it.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Sean Murphy Bunting. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Brady going to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Corey Willis.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. On On play action, it's Wentz. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Mike Edwards picks it off. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
That catch good for only a couple. 2nd down and 8. On play action, now Brady. He finds his tight end Howard, that's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. From midfield, here's Brady. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
53, Mike. Watch the run. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Now a play fake. Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because The entire game, he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Good coverage that time by Sean Bunning.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Jason Pierre-Paul picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They do go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Keep breaking them balls up. Wait, 20. Check 53, Smart. Check. Hey, Alabama. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, man. Watch the booth. Watch the eye. He's coming. We got double up. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
The final shot before half for Brady. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now 14-0. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Jadon Nickens now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, Brady. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Brady to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
53, Mike. Double up.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On play action, it's Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Check it, reload. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Working from the gun, Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Wentz now to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. On first down, Wentz. And now here's another interception. picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. 20, 10, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He's got it to Hilton. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 5. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 2nd and goal, Wentz. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Kylan Granson there to make the grab. And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Point after here coming up. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Jadon Nickens now from his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Brady now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Howard. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw it, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Here's Wentz to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You can have the first one for the second one to even matter.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Going up top for Miller. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, we could have had our shutout.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Brady going to look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And he'll take this for a short